Hello. Today we will be testing to see if Survive the Ark Alpha on official servers is possible solo. There are myths going around the internet saying that it is, and even strategies to do it. But is it? I plan on making more myth videos in the future, so keep an eye out for them. In these videos we will take a look at rumors and myths surrounding Ark and put them to the test. So how does one go about determining if Survive the Ark is possible solo? After all, everyone is at different skill levels in this game. The first test will be to remove the skill and just do a DPS check. Once we have determined that one person can do enough damage to complete Survive the Ark, then we will go over the other factors. And if everything checks out, we will attempt to complete Survive the Ark solo. Another thing we have to keep in mind when running these tests is that single player is balanced differently. And even if someone thinks they have official settings, the bosses and missions will still be weaker than on official settings. So, for this test, I have set up a server with official settings, and we will use God mode to do a quick DPS check. We will jump to the end of each mission and see how much time we had left, and see if that would be feasible. The strategy we will be using is the most popular one right now for winning solo, and that is to get the bow, rush points for cluster grenades, and then rush a tech bow before the lightning wyvern spawns. Then you use the tech bow the rest of the time until the Dododex appears. Once the Dododex appears, we buy the dragon, boss, and fight the Dododex. Supposedly the dragon can kill the Dododex and dodos easily. We will also need a shoulder cannon set to long range, overcharge, and all targets. During round 1, the idea is to kill the dinos as fast as possible until you hit 20 kills. You deal a lot more damage to smaller dinos, making them easy points. All the dinos are worth 50 points no matter their size and how many players you have. As you watch this, you will notice that the faster dinos can move in and block the shots and push you out of the way when trying to kill the smaller dinos. I'm getting sidetracked here. The key now is just to see if it's possible. Once I hit 20 kills, I head for the cluster grenades. As you can see, the cluster grenades deal a small amount of damage to an area. You will need to keep the dinos rounded up and spamming their grenades. You'll notice that from time to time, they stop throwing, and this is while being lag-free. On official maps, you constantly run into the issue of these not throwing. And if 2 to 3 people are spamming them, sometimes the server just drops. I haven't tested this in a while, so maybe they fixed the issue causing the servers to drop while spamming cluster grenades in the mission? With this test, we were able to DPS all the dinos with 50 seconds left on the clock. A player, having to run all the time, would be hard-pressed to complete round 1 in time. For round 2, the idea is that you get lucky enough a lightning wyvern does not spawn before you have the tech bow. The idea here is to kill with cluster grenade until you hit 2500 points. You should be starting the round at around 16 to 1800 points. If griffins and the lightning wyvern spawn before you get the tech bow, it'll be unlikely you can get past this round. The tactic of running at the lightning wyvern to get under it so that it only partially hits you with lightning doesn't work great solo, since everything you're kiting will be in the direction you need to run to avoid the lightning. Now it does seem that they have made the wyverns a little less accurate with their breath attacks, but even a small hit from the lightning will slow you, torpor you, and melt your hit points. Once we have the tech bow, we can quickly melt enemies down. The DPS check for round 2 leaves us beating it at 2 minutes 29 seconds left. So far, round 2 seems possible DPS wise. There is more to it than that, but this current test is about seeing if one person can DPS fast enough to win. Looking at round 3, this strategy is simple. Use the tech bow, kite, and kill everything as fast as possible. The issue with this round would be the Spinos. They can outrun you and shred your armor. If you can kill them fast, the round should be fairly easy. Of course, as you see, there is always a chance of getting clipped into a ball of dinos at any time, and then you fail the mission. On officials, this is quite common due to lag and rubber banding. DPS wise, we completed the round with 58 seconds left. That makes this round less likely to be completable on official solo. The next round is Aberration. The strategy here is the same, kite and kill with tech bow. The most dangerous dino on this round is the Basilisk, but I'll go over how to avoid the spit later on. The DPS check for this round puts us at finishing the round at 1 minute 32 seconds. For the next round, I switch it up a bit by grabbing the tech rifle so I can show you the DPS from the tech rifle is similar to the DPS from the tech bow. It takes 6 to 10 shots to deal equal damage as the tech bow, but you can easily snap those off in the time it takes you to draw and fire the tech bow. On top of this, the tech rifle does splash damage and applies knockback. The mission is completed with 1 minute 30 seconds left on the clock. With the tech bow, we would have completed it a bit closer to 50 seconds left on the clock. That said, the tech bow doesn't overheat, so you'll be able to deal slightly more damage to a single target, making the tech bow better for certain rounds. I'll go ahead and switch back to the tech bow for the extinction round. In this round, the enforcers are dangerous due to how fast they are, and they can drag you into their mesh, so kill them the moment you see them. We were able to complete this round with 2 minutes, 28 seconds left on the clock. The next round is Snow. The most dangerous creature here is going to be the Yeti, as it can outrun you, and does a bunch of damage when it bites. They have nerfed the damage, so you should be okay if you kill it fast. The DPS check for this round puts us at 3 minutes 30 seconds left, making this the easiest round by far. The next round is Genesis 2. This is by far one of the toughest rounds, or was. They removed the Shadowmane's lightning from this, so at least you're not stun locked by them. Keep an eye out for the Void Wyverns though, as they will stun you with their breath attacks still. If you can kill them without being stunned, you should be okay. Once stunned, dinos clip you into their mesh and it's over. We were able to clear this mission with 3 minutes and 3 seconds left, so plenty of time as long as nothing goes wrong. Keep in mind, this is a DPS check only in God mode, not an actual time a solo player will complete the missions on. There is no way you can just tank the dinos enough to stand there and DPS them down. In the next round, you really have to watch out for the kangaroos, as they can easily clip you into them. The Giga is really fast as well, and used to one-shot players, but now you can survive a bite or two. Just keep an eye out for it, and melt it down before it can reach you. For this round, we cleared it with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. Now, we're on the final round. The idea here is that if you have enough points, the Dragon Boss can beat the Dododex. Let's test this and find out. Another theory is that the Dododex takes extra damage from the flame arrows on the tech bow. I'll need to test the flame arrows in the future, but it is highly unlikely. Flame arrows do damage over time, and the Dododex seems resistant to fire. I do know that the tech pistol melts the Dodorex's health, but it's unlikely you can kite the Dododex while keeping the beam at 20 times damage. That's better for a team where one can kite and the other can just focus the beam. Alright, let's summon the dragon and see how it goes. As you notice, right away the fire breath does very little damage. The bites do decent damage, but still it's only half of what the tech bow shot does. It may only do half the damage, but you can stand your ground and bite, which means you'll be able to do more damage per second than the tech bow. With the tech bow you would have to run, turn, shoot, run, turn, shoot, so there would be quite a bit of time you're not shooting. When the dragon despawns or dies, you will drop to the ground right in front of the Dododex, which could be really dangerous. As you notice, it's not quite enough to beat the Dododex. One method here could be to summon tanky dinos and just let them distract the Dododex so you can focus on shooting it rather than spawning in the dragon. We beat this mission with 1 minute 26 seconds left. I'm not sure that would be enough time left for a solo player that is kiting. With the DPS check, we have determined that on official settings, a solo player can deal enough damage to complete Alpha Survive the Ark, but that is only one aspect of beating this mission. Players cannot just sit in one spot and fire away, making it improbable that in certain stages there would be enough time to complete the mission. There are other issues with this mission as well. A few tips first. If you buy Dimorphodons, they will fight other flyers and go into the sky, where you cannot shoot and just fly in circles with the enemy dinos until the mission time runs out. If you buy a gun that uses bullets, certain dinos are unhittable, causing a mission failure. A trick to getting around the Poison Wyvern's breath attack and Basilisk is to wear the Federation Tech Suit helmet since it doesn't break. And just like the Tech helmet and the Hazard helmet, the Federation helmet does protect you from poison. The question posed here is Survive the Ark Alpha doable solo on official? Some people claim they can do this on official, but there are problems with this. 1. It requires a lot of resources to get the gear needed to do this solo, so you'll probably need a tribe to be able to have the blueprints stored somewhere where you could easily access them so you could try this solo. Therefore, it's not actually solo if you're getting help from your tribe for the items. 2. You'll need to be at least level 150 to have enough stats to have a chance. Getting level 150 is definitely doable since 180 is max, but it would be really hard to hit level 150 solo. 3. The lag is so bad that bows and cluster grenades only work half the time, therefore you will run out of time. 4. Even if you can get around the issues with the bow and grenades, lag will eventually clip you into a dino and you will fail. 5. The sprint glitch, where you cannot sprint until you put your weapon away, will cost you so much time on officials that the mission will not be completable. 6. Most videos that show this mission being completed, the dinos die faster than normal and are usually heavily edited videos. Thus, it makes it less likely the video is real. In conclusion, the myth of being able to complete Survive the Ark solo on officials is improbable to the point it seems impossible. This mission is not designed for solo completion anyway. Yes, there are videos out there where this mission is completed solo, but if you notice, the dinos die faster than they do on officials. The single player settings for this mission give slightly stronger weapons, making it possible solo. Even if the settings are set to single player, it is still very much a challenge and an accomplishment in and of itself to complete. If you want to see me try and complete the mission solo on officials, let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.